my ball tends to draw, so I'm going to try to take it right at the tree there, in the lone tree in the middle, and hope it draws in. I think I have enough club.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's pretty still out here. I wouldn't say that you're going to have to worry about it too much. Okay. And then just before you go, like I was saying, remember when we talked about it in our last lesson, the thing that we tend to do is to have our feet a little bit open. So before we swing, let's just make sure that everything is set up square to where we're aiming and to where we want to go. And we can go from there.
Okay.
And I'll help you guide you back here too if we need. Cool. Knees, hips, shoulders, awesome. We're going right at that tree. That's perfect. If it draws, it draws.
Didn't draw.
So the biggest thing, like you were talking about when we opened, is that chipping is one of the things that we're struggling with, right?
Yes.
So this is a perfect example. This is kind of a shot that we've been struggling with. But we'll go through it here. So this is actually kind of more of a Scotland shot. There's two ways to play it. You can play it low along the ground if you want, or you can fly it up there. The greens are soft enough, it'll stop. But I kind of think the way to go with this one is to kind of keep it along the ground and hit it into the hill with a little extra speed and let it take itself up there. But like we were talking about with the fundamentals for the chipping, I'll just go over them again. So just keep it back and push it forward just slightly, not too much so we take all the bounce off. And then it's just like a putting stroke. I have a putter in my hand here, but it's just like a putting stroke. And don't be afraid to let the loft do the work, and just know that it's going to work. Just like Spieth looks at the hole from 5 feet away, he's essentially closing his eyes to take his eyes and sight off of the ball to prevent him from pulling out of the shot or looking into it. So that's pretty much where it's looking into. So all the fundamentals and everything, but I think that's just going to be the big thing with repetition and practice. You'll learn to trust it and everything, but that's the kind of the shot that I see here. You can play it how you want, but let me know, what do you think? What are you seeing?
I think so too, because the trouble is long again, so if I end up not catching it perfectly, I'm in trouble. Whereas that, the miss is short. And so I'm trying to hit it there firmly and let it get to the green and run out.
Perfect, yeah. So, yeah, perfect. Just like what do you got here, a wedge?
Yep.
Okay, perfect, yeah. So just hit a wedge, like maybe halfway up that hill or something, and then just trust that it's going to go. Don't worry about helping it or anything. Oh, man. That's exactly where I thought we were supposed to. It didn't roll out for us.
Yeah, wedge, just a wedge.
Okay. So with this one, what I always do, I always choke it down towards like the bottom more.
Okay.
And open your stance up, right? So it's kind of probably like more back, back of your, like center of your back foot. And then if you you put it back there, it just leans forward naturally. And then to me, it's more of just like a putting stroke.
Okay.
You just have to trust the loft, and maybe changing what wedge you hit will help, because we try and help it so much that maybe we just change the club and choose the club that's more appropriate, so you don't feel like you have to help it as much or something.
Okay.
Like this one would be pretty easy because it's just straightforward. But if we get to another one, we've got to flop it up or something, I'll kind of show you how to do that. But I think that's going to be the biggest thing. But yeah, so go ahead and give that a try.